cards. Coming at you live and direct from Minneapolis, Minnesota, down in the basement. Hope everybody's doing well out there and just having a good Thanksgiving. We're into the weekend now, so I guess it's Thanksgiving weekend, the long weekend. Guessing some folks had to probably work today, but a lot of folks probably had the day off or were out doing their shopping for Black Friday, that sort of thing. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't had a chance to check out the channel, we have probably about 175 different videos out there and got a variety of different things. Some of it is related to PSA, CSG, SGC reveals of cards that have been submitted. Sometimes we do mail day reveals. Sometimes we do box breaks. We don't do breaks necessarily, but we break open boxes of cards, usually a lot of junk wax, that sort of thing. And that's what we'll be doing tonight. So this is part 2 of what I'm calling the junk wax marathon, little junk wax marathon. I opened up quite a few boxes, I think 4 boxes earlier today, over about 2 hours. The first box that was opened up was 1991, a little too close, 1991 inaugural Top Stadium Club. So I pulled a couple cards out of there. Pulled out the Nolan Ryan Tux, the Griffey, which you've seen, Bo Jackson, and a couple Frank Thomas cards. And then we opened up next a box of O-Pee-Chee Premier. Did okay with that. That was like a $9 box. Picked up earlier today. Frank Thomas, and then the 2 Griffies. And then we opened up a box of 1990 Bowman. Pulled out these 2. A lot of off-centered cards in that box. And then opened up a box of 89 Donruss, but didn't get the Griffey. So, go figure. I don't know what's going on with that. I've opened up a number of those boxes in the last week or so, and I've got a couple cases of 89 Donruss, and yeah, about 4 of the boxes didn't have Griffies, so I don't know what's up with that. But if you haven't had a chance, check out our My Slabs page or my MySlabs page at myslabs.com. If you type in TE2 into the search bar and then hit the magnifying glass to search, you can pull up all the cards that I have listed on there for sale. I only do slabbed cards on My Slabs. As you can see, I've got a few over here that I haven't put into, uploaded into the My Slabs system. But I'll definitely start getting more of those uploaded here in the coming days. It's always good to refresh your inventory on My Slabs. So, all right. So tonight we're going to open up a box of 87 Donruss. This is a pretty nice product. It's got the black border, of course, which makes the cards pretty condition sensitive. I haven't opened up a box of this in a long time. But looking forward to it. And some of the cards we're looking for include, let's see, we got the Bo Jackson rookie card, rated rookie, the Maddox rated rookie, the McGuire, the Barry Bonds, and the Barry Larkin. Probably the 3 cards. But honestly, any card that, looks like it could be a 10. Some of the Diamond Kings cards, like the George Brett Diamond King, $65. Kirby Puckett, $65. There's some decent value in some of these cards if they're PSA 10. So what I'll end up doing is I'll submit these cards right here along with these. I've got some other ones here. I'm going to send into PSA, but I'm going to send them into a group submitter called Got Baseball Cards. And they're down in Atlanta, Joe Davis's team. And I'll do a group sub, but I'll have them screen every card, which they provide as a service, $20 for a bulk submission for PSA. So it's pretty cheap, pretty affordable. All right, well, let's dive in here and see what we get. Haven't opened up a pack of these in 25 years. Set this over here. And this is the Clemente. I think this is the Clemente. Yeah, it's the Clemente puzzle. So I think I might keep these puzzle pieces. I don't know if they're worth anything, but might be worth keeping. All right, so here we go. Senior Smoke, Von Berenguer. These look pretty clean. The centering on these is a little better than I recall. I remember the left to right being pretty. There we go, a little bit of left to right there with some of those, which is to be expected. Pick this up even a little bit more. Get myself set up here a little bit better. Get the cards in frame. So it'd be nice to get a Maddox. It'd be nice to get anything in a 10. Here's a Larkin. Little nick down at the bottom. Here, adjust this just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, top to bottom. So probably not worth setting that aside. Here's the Ripken. Now the Ripken, I don't know what the Ripken is worth, but let's take a look. An 89, or number 89, I should say. Yeah, $53 in a PSA 7. So this one looks pretty solid. Maybe a tiny bit left to right. But I'm going to set that aside. Here's the Brett. $23.50 on the Brett. So probably not worth setting that aside. Maybe I'll set some of the stars aside. You never know. I can set the Larkin aside too. That over there, it'd be nice to get a Jackson. Oh, Bonds. Any one of these guys would be great. Where's that Larkin? There we go. So yeah, I bought a fair amount of this back in the day. I mean, it was pretty available. It wasn't like the $84 and $85, which was really hard to find. $84, boy, that was really tough. And Jim Rice. Trying not to show these in a way that's got glare. And the Palmeiro. Too bad he's into roids. 43. Yeah, $38. And a PSA 10. Yeah, I just can't do it. I don't think he's going to make the haul. All right, another pack. So you can get these boxes anywhere from $75 to $100. They're not as easy to find as they used to be. I mean, they used to be pretty prevalent. You could find these pretty easily. But as time has passed, they become more and more rare. There's a Diamond King Puckett, but off-centered. There's Nolan Ryan. So if they're off-centered, I'm not gonna set them aside. It's just no sense in doing that. All right. So yeah, I opened up those 4 boxes earlier today and killed about 2 hours of time, which was nice. Yeah, and those boxes I'd picked up earlier today, Black Friday, they were like dirt cheap. And the O-Pee-Chee Premier was, I think, $9, and the Bowman was $20, $18, something like that. So pretty inexpensive. I think the top Stadium Club one was $40, or with the 20% discount, maybe $35. All right, see what we got here. So this is 87. Most of the stuff that I was breaking today was 91, 90, 91. Yeah, we're seeing some off-centered stuff now. And, you know, some people like to watch people open up wax. You know, obviously, people do breaks. It's a big part of the hobby now. I don't do breaks. It's too much to keep track of with all the other inventory that I've got. Danny Tartable. I don't remember this guy. Jim Presley. I mean, I remember he played, but I don't remember his game. All right, next pack. Haven't pulled a lot out yet. I think this is a 660 card set, if I'm not mistaken. Aquino. Yeah, I broke that box 89 Donruss. That was like the 3rd or 4th box from the case that did not produce a Griffey in the entire box. I don't know if those Griffies were short printed or what, but man, those are hard to pull. An 89 Donruss. There's a Canseco. 2nd year card. Again, just not... if he was in the Hall of Fame, it'd be probably worth getting graded. Yeah, $30. Just can't do it, man. Same as Palmeiro. I think if any of those steroid guys get in, Canseco will be the last, since he's readily admitted to taking steroids. Here's a Pete Rose. Oh, Mattingly. Let's see what the Rose is worth. 186. So I just do a little quick check on PSA's price guide. I know that's it's off-centered though, top to bottom. So is the Mattingly. That's a great card of Mattingly though. What's the Mattingly at? Is it 10? Yeah, check out PSA. You know, it's not the be-all end-all or anything like that, but it's definitely a quick way to check when you're breaking open a box of cards. Then if you want to go a little deeper, you can use 130 Point or Card Ladder or Terapeak off of eBay if you want to check eBay sales. I like doing, I like looking at Card Ladder for sure. There's another Larkin. This one looks pretty good. Down at the bottom, a little bit down there. Centering left to right looks good. Top to bottom looks good. Back looks pretty money. Yeah, I don't know about that down there though. But I'll put this one on a sleeve. Sometimes they can be forgiving about that sort of thing. Not a lot, not often, but we'll set that one over here. And we'll look at the rest of this pack. There's the Ripken. I don't know. Left to right. Take it out though. There's the Brett. Ding down on the bottom right. Yeah. Pass on that one. So yeah, hopefully you've had a chance to check out the YouTube channel. I do mostly pre-recorded videos. I don't do a lot of live stuff. Although I do enjoy going live. It's nice. Every once in a while you get somebody on. There's a Carlton. And it's fun to interact a little bit. Carlton's $30. Yeah, I'd probably pass on getting that graded. Yeah, they printed a lot of these. I mean, this is, I would still consider this to be junk wax, although it's not the 1990, 91 junk wax. It's not quite that junky. There's a Clemens. There's a Seaver. It's got to be one of Tom Seaver's last cards. So I picked these up earlier today, this box. Figured I'd break open a box of the old 87 Donruss and see if we can pull out something decent. It's a cool card. Seiko. Ken Daly, Mike Birkbeck, the Gooderman. Yeah, you just gotta hope there's Johnny Ray. What, the 87 Donruss, the rookies, is Johnny Ray, not Ray Bonds. Got a crack out of that. All right, let's keep going here. See, we got one person watching. That's cool. Usually people stop in, hang out for a little bit. These are long videos, so I don't expect people to hang out the whole time. I mean, that's just torture, unless you really love looking at junk wax. Which there are a fair amount of people that do like that. So Darrell Evans. Yeah, he had some home runs back in the day. This guy, by 86, he'd had 347 home runs. People forget about that. I wonder if he hit 400 home runs. Bobby Ojeda. Crafty. A real crafty pitcher. Jimmy Gantner. Clutterbuck. Okay. Still no big hits. No Jackson. No Bonds. No Maddox. Yeah, we'll hit something here. The odds are in our favor. Whether or not it's centered, Kent Tekulve. And classic. Submariner. Alan Trammell. And I haven't opened up many of these recently, so I have no idea what the sequence looks like or anything like that. So I wouldn't know how to predict like if the Bonds is coming up or anything like that. Acorn, there's another Pete Rose. There's a Mattingly. Rose looks pretty good. It's got a fisheye up there in the upper left. Yeah, left to right, not great. This Mattingly looks pretty good though. That might be a 9. PSA is typically pretty forgiving left to or up to top to bottom, excuse me, more so than left to right. I think PSA in terms of centering is the most lenient of all of them, especially on the back. I think they allow for what 40/60 on the back. If you look at their standards, that's really cut poorly. And we've had this pack already. Mike Heath, Cecil Cooper. We looking at Bonds coming up here? Palmeiro. Yeah, just can't do much with that Palmeiro card. Ricky. Rocking the Jerry curl. Not centered though. If it's not centered, I typically don't slab it unless it's a really nice card. Centering for me is paramount. There's a Yount. Yeah, top to bottom. I'll take it out though. You can hear my son coughing in the background. He's been sick the last couple of days. Trying to get him back on the mend. Didn't even get a chance to go to his uncle and aunts for Thanksgiving because he was sick. And we've had this pack too. At least the front half of it. All right, who's gonna keep on plowing ahead here? It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Ooh, the Gwyn looks good. That looks nice. Let's take a look at this. Centering looks almost 50-50 perfect. I think Gwyn cards do pretty well, partly because he was a Padre his whole career. I think that's part of the reason why people appreciate him so much. He didn't bounce around at all from team to team. And I think $40. This might be worth getting graded though. I don't know about that little spot down there. We'll have to see. I'll put this in a sleeve though. Centering on that one's really nice. Yeah, that's a nice one. Let's compare that centering with this. A little bit better top to bottom. All right, let's keep going. David Cohn. The Clemente card. Now this card's worth a little bit actually. 612. I want to say in a gem mint 10, this is like a $50 card. 81. $81 in a 10. So see if we can pull another one of those. That'd be kind of cool. I've got some vintage Clemente cards, so it's probably my all-time favorite player, Roberto. Puerto Rican guy. Probably top 5 in terms of 5-tool players: running, throwing, hitting, catching. Kirby. Top to bottom, though. Shit. It's too bad. Resale up here on Kirby. There's the bonds. Ooh. Ooh. This one looks pretty solid. That one looks really nice. Top to bottom. Looks good. Left to right. Looks good. Not seeing any chipping. Just a tiny bit down at the bottom there if you look. But that's pretty minimal. I don't know. What do you think? Is that a 10? I don't know. It's really tough to say these days with PSA. But it's worth a shot. The bottom right corner's got a little bit of white showing. It's just so hard with these $87 cards. With anything with the black border is damn near impossible. See, look down there. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna fly. Probably not. But even a 9 might be worth getting graded. But at least we pulled the bonds. It's good. What's a bonds? Yeah, 10 is worth selling for 200. Yeah. So it just kind of depends. All right, let's keep going. Got 2 people watching now. It's cool. This is what I pulled so far out of this box. Bonds, Gwyn, and a Larkin. Don Robinson. Don Baylor. Love to get a Bo Jackson. Definitely a fan of Bo Jackson. I like how easy these cards come out of the packs. You don't have to fight with the wrapper. I've had this pack already. There's a Davis. And we got about 10 packs left, 9 packs. Chris Bando. Need one more hit. I think if we can get a hit that's in decent shape, we'll be okay in this box. I don't know if the ones that I've set aside that I haven't sleeved are gonna get me there. This was a $90 box, so a little more expensive than the Junk Wax. He was a big prospect. He was #1 pick. Surhoff was. He had one really good season. Let's see here. Nope, nothing in there. Yeah, so this was a little more expensive than the stuff I bought this morning. I think the stuff I bought this morning, I bought 6-7 boxes, a total of like 120 bucks. So pretty inexpensive stuff. Well, that's kind of weird how that was put back like that. Backward. Moose Haas, former Brewer. Amy Brooks, Ed Romero. Nothing there. I'm trying to think what I'm going to open up next. I think I'm going to open up some 1990 tops. Came across, found a box of wax. Figured I'd open that up. Nothing there. So earlier today, I think I mentioned this, I opened up a box of 90 Bowman. That was a real tough box. Opened up a box of 89 Donruss, didn't pull a single Griffey. Opened up a box of 91 O-Pee-Chee Premier, pulled out a Frank Thomas rookie card and 2 Griffies that were in pretty good shape. There's a McGriff. I don't think that's his rookie card though. I think McGriff should be in the Hall. I think he's going to be up for voting here. Yeah, $34 on the McGriff. It's off-centered though. And Mike Schmidt, also off-centered. And then opened up a box of 91 Topps Stadium Club, which I did pretty good on that. That was a little more expensive. That was about $35. So, Tartable, Yaves. Now we've had this pack already. Got a mountain of junk wax wrappers over here to the right. Yeah, the thing about junk wax, I mean, it's low risk. The reward is usually pretty low, but the risk is pretty low. I mean, you're not going out and spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. There's another McGriff. Hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, excuse me, on boxes of, chrome and brand new stuff that may or may not pay off. I mean, it's just such a risk these days. They've baked in the value into the value of the cards, the fact that these guys are going to do great. I mean, I don't know. It's just makes it hard to get into the newer stuff. I know some people just love the new stuff, and power to them. Yeah, Smith is off-center, top to bottom. Oh, here's a Clemente. A little bit better center than the last one. Let's set that one aside. And the Brett. Off-centered, though. All right, down to our last pack of this 87 Donruss stuff. I was watching the Timberwolves with my son earlier. They got beat. It's unfortunate. Man, Henderson's cards are always off-centered left to right, it seems like. There's a Puckett. Look at the centering top to bottom, though. God dang it. A Bonds. Holy schlitz. 2-in-1 box. Wow. Okay. Now, this is the hit we were looking for to make this box worth it. Now, this is a little bit off-center, top to bottom and left to right. Maybe an 8. If you're lucky, a 9. Doubtful that it's a 9, though. Probably an 8. But still, 2 Bonds in one box is pretty amazing, considering this is a 600-plus card set. So no Jackson, no Maddox, but 2 Bondses. All right, let me clean up and then we'll do a quick review. Go on to the next box. I got to find another 5,000 count box to put these in. So just a second. Hang on. Pardon the crinkling and all the noise. Just got to get this stuff in the garbage. Yeah, every once in a while I do these like marathon junk wax openings. Go on for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. Sometimes people enjoy watching this. So on the back of this, we've got, what do we got in the back? So I can save that. Grab all my puzzle pieces here. I'm gonna save these. Clemente, I'd like to punch these out and make the puzzle one of these days. It'd be fun. Let's see here. All right. Where am I going to put those? Well, that's the thing. You got to have somewhere to put all this stuff. Yeah, these aren't gonna get graded. Mattingly might get graded. Matting looks pretty good. Clemens, no. The Ripken, that bottom right corner is soft. Bottom left corner on that Ripken. Brett top to bottom. Yep, these are going into the 5,000 count box, so. That one's almost full. Just a second, let me find another box here. All right. Load these into the 5,000 count box. It's gonna take a tiny break here. Gotta respond to this text message. Pardon me just for a second. I'll quick type my wife here or something. Got that out. So let's put the Mattingly. Yeah. I mean, at least it's centered. So what do you pull out of a 1987 box? In terms of quality, not a lot there. Not a lot there. This will be the big one. This comes as a 10. Well, done pretty good, but pretty thin margins on the 87 Donruss. All right, up next, 1990 Topps. So this is the infamous no name on front Frank Thomas card. This is Topps, so it's got gum. Not a ton of stuff in here. You've got Frank Thomas and you've got Ken Griffey Jr. And that's, I mean, really pretty much it. Not a lot of extra value in the 90 Topps set, although it's fun to open because, of course, you've got that 1 in a bazillion chance that you get the no name on front. And if you get that, you're into tens of thousands of dollars. especially if it's in a high grade. Yeah, so I've only seen one in a shop. I've never seen anybody pull one or seen a raw one. So odds of pulling that are pretty slim. Jerry Royce. Looks like a grandpa. I do keep the Bo Jackson. Again, it's not centered. It's got to be centered, I tell you. I mean, if it's not centered, it's a non-starter for me. These are pretty easy to burn through. It doesn't take much time to flip through all these. I don't remember that card. Jose Gonzalez. I don't remember him as a player either. I'd like to think you get at least one Griffey, one Thomas out of a box like this. If you get a couple, you consider yourself fortunate. I've got a bunch of rack cases of this stuff. I've opened up a couple of the cases. Each case has 3 rack boxes in it. Yeah, just the centering just kills you. Just for so many years, the center. I mean, it's amazing that you can find vintage cards that are centered. I mean, given how hard it was for them to have quality control over the centering of these cards. This is 1990, and they're still struggling to get the centering. There just is not a lot in this set. But it's better than 91. It's definitely better than 89. 89 has no Griffey, no Thomas. What's the best card in the 89 top set? Gary Sheffield? Probably. No error cards. Not that I'm aware of. Is there an error card in 1989 tops? I'm not aware of it. There's a Randy. Martinez. So, yeah, don't know. But I'd take 90 tops over 89 tops any day. I'd take 90 tops over 88 tops. 87 tops, that's a toss-up. I mean, 87 tops, what's 87 tops got? Bonds? That's pretty much it. I suppose it's got Larkin. What else? 87 tops. No Maddox. Bo Jackson. You got Bo Jackson, 87 tops. I suppose you could make an argument that 87 tops is better than 90 tops. But again, you don't have the opportunity to get that no-name on front card. There's a Sosa. It's in pretty good shape. Again, though, Sosa, hampered by the fact that he did roids and he's not in the Hall. So if he were in the Hall right now, that'd be definitely get that graded. Because it's a Sosa Topps rookie card. It's his first Topps card. But given the fact that he's still waiting, Mattingly, I mean, he's another guy. That's not even center. Mattingly's another guy where it's like, he's not going to make the Halls. He just didn't play long enough. Injuries, lower back. I mean, for a few years there, 84 or 85, 86, 87, he was just probably the best player in baseball. 85, he certainly was. He won the MVP. I think he won the Did he win the Triple Crown in '85? I don't know if he won the Triple. He might have. I can't remember. But I know he was the MVP. So just burn through a little wax here. I haven't seen too many people do these types of videos where they just burn through wax. And I've seen people like open up 4 rack packs of whatever, but not just crushing wax, junk wax in particular. That's a Juan Gonzalez rookie card. Some people forget Deion Sanders is a rookie in this set. Deion cards actually can resell halfway decent. Yeah, I haven't seen too many people do any videos quite like this, over an hour long and just crushing wax. Junk wax. I mean, if you want to open up some packs, junk wax is the way to go. Sandberg, I think. The other stuff's too expensive. Yeah, I found this in my back where I keep my wax and stuff. I didn't know I had this. And I might give the Donruss, 89 Donruss, another shot. I think I've got about 4 or 5 unopened boxes from that case. I've pulled out a few Griffies, but nothing that's centered. It's really a shame. I'd like to get a hold of some 89 Fleer in a case. And some people are like, yeah, why do you break wax? And you lose money. And, well, it's true. More often than not, you lose. But every once in a while, you win. You hope that the wins outweigh the losses. Like last night, I opened up a box of 2 nights ago, 82 Topps football. I paid about $8.50 for it. Been sitting on it for a number of months. I was thinking I might resell it. Might sit on it. But then I thought, you know what? It's the night before Thanksgiving. I am going to open this up. And man, I had a lot of fun opening it up. I had one person hang out with me, and his name was LeFranc, and we went back and forth. I'm on my phone, so I don't really have an opportunity to see the messages for very long when they come up, but we hung out and pulled some decent cards. There's a Nolan Ryan. That one looks pretty centered. Set that one aside. If the prices for PSA come down to like $12 to $15, that's a viable card to get graded. Nolan Ryan cards always resell well. He's kind of a hero of the game, and so to speak. His cards just sell really well, especially his rookie card. Oh my God, that card's always moving. Okay. There's a Yount. Smoltz. Is that Smoltz's rookie card? That might be. Let me take a look here. If that's Smoltz's rookie card, his first Topps card, that's worth keeping. So 1990 Topps, but for some reason I think it's not. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna pull up the 1990 Topps. And it is card number 535. Smoltz. Sorry for the wait. $30. But I think, is that his rookie card? Yeah, can't say for sure. Yeah, I can't say for sure. So, $30 though? Yeah, probably not. Probably wouldn't send that in. I mean, realistically, you have to think about, like, is this really something I'm going to send in? You put it in a Ultra Pro card saver, whatever it is you use to submit your cards in. I mean, if you put it in one of those, I mean, those are what, $40, $50 for 200 of those from a store at least. You know, you gotta ask yourself, is it even worth it to put it in there? Wouldn't it be something if we got the no name on front Frank Thomas card? That would be the pull of a lifetime for sure. The pull of a lifetime. I'm sure somebody's done it. Oh, shoot. Oh, God dang it. Griffey Jr. in the back. Wax. Not centered, so it's not too bad of a... Doesn't hurt too much when it's not centered. Yeah, set it aside. Still a iconic classic card, even though it's not worth really anything. Shooting. All right, we're getting down there. We're over halfway done with this box. I'm still looking for the elusive. Ooh, another Griffey. Wow, 2 in 2 packs. It's kind of odd. I don't see that happen very often. So he's behind Ken Hill. Solskjaer, Kunkel. So this is a different order than in the rack packs. So have to keep an eye out for Ken Hill. And I mean, you can get these graded. You can put them in a CSG. I mean, I'd put it in a PSA slab. PSA, I mean, you're looking at $20 a slab for bulk, and it's just, you got to be able to sell the card for at least that to break even. I mean, you figure the cost that, you know, to buy the card, to buy the box, and then shipping, you know, and then you gotta get it graded. So ultimately, if you're gonna use PSA, you're gonna go bulk, you gotta have cards that you're selling for at least $50, or otherwise you're losing money. Unless you got a different way of doing it, a better way. I don't. Oh, we lost our one viewer. Must have had something else come up. Because I can't imagine why somebody would not want to watch this riveting content. I mean, this is high quality content that I'm putting out there. Yeah, we're getting down there. About 7 packs left. Ooh, a lot of wax on that. There's a Mattingly. Yeah, probably not going to pull Well, why not? Change my mind. I'm gonna go about another hour here, and then I'm gonna have to cut out. John Watton. There's another Nolan Ryan. Yeah, kind of nice one. You can sit back and just open up junk wax leisurely, in a leisurely way. I think it's kind of cool because, I mean, you can step in at any point on this live stream. I think we might have, oh, maybe not. Thought we got Frank Thomas coming up. And you can step in on the stream anytime and just pick right up. How you doing, Oscar? No Frank Thomas yet. Ben McDonald, Clemens. All right. Last pack. There's Greg Maddux. All right. So, went through that box and didn't pull out a whole lot that I can do much with. Pulled out 2 Griffies. I guess the Nolan Ryan cards could be worth sending in. I'm just going to put these away here. Do a little cleanup. Oh, one only pack left. Frank Thomas, no name on front. Let's go. Nope. Didn't hit it. All right. Throw these away. Yeah, there's nothing like opening up wax. It's like a little slice of Christmas every time you open up some wax. And if it's wax from when you were a kid, kind of brings back good memories. I would have been 16 when the 90 Topps came out. I don't remember buying a whole lot of it though. All right, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, I don't know about that, top to bottom. Yeah, a little shaky on that. Mattingly looks pretty decent. Sosa looks pretty good. like there's a scratch over there or something. I don't know about the Ryan. This also looks like it might be decent. What's this card worth? $6.92. I want to say this is not worth a ton in a 10. Oh, 55. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty decent. This one looks like it's in pretty centered, pretty good shape. So, all right. Now we'll grab the 2 Griffies. It's a shame they're not centered, but that's the way it goes. The fact that I pulled out 2 is pretty cool. All right, and then this, is that worth putting in a sleeve? Yeah, I think I'm gonna say no. That one, not for sure. What's the matting worth? 200. The Mattingly's 81. Whoa. Okay. Wow. That's amazing. This one looks pretty good. Yeah, look at the back of that. It's centered. Looks like it's 50, 50, 50. And you get these back, you get 110 out of these 4. They're 9s, maybe 8s. Yeah, worth it. And then the Ryan. Let's see here. What's this card worth? Hmm. 77. Yeah, I guess so. It's worth a little more than what I recall. Nolan Ryan with the Mets. 295. What? Holy smokes. Oh, that's the Tiffany. Oh, no shit. All right. Put this one back in the box. And let's see here. I'm going to type a quick message. Nobody's on right now, so kind of take my time. All right. So far from the Junk Wax Marathon tonight. Not bad so far. Not bad at all. And then earlier we had these. These are classics. Oh, that's not Junk Wax Marathon. All right, so let's see here. What do we want to do next? Don't have anybody watching, although I've got one like. I got one person watching. All right, so what do you want to see next for Junk Wax? Put it in the chat, and I'll tell you if I've got it. I mean, there's a couple out. There's more. There's Top Stadium Club. Got plenty of that. 89 Donruss. We could do an 89 Bowman box. I've got some 87 Fleer, 87 Tops. Let's see here. Got some 1990 score, 89 or 90 score, 87 Fleer. I'm on it. You got it, brother. Let me go get it. I've actually got a rack pack case of 87. Still going live here. I thought I lost. Did I lose my feed? Nope, we're good. Okay. All right, my daughter just texted me, so just hold on just a second. All right, she wants a ride at 10. That gives me a little more time. All right. All right. Here we go. The 87 Fleer. It shit cracks me up, man. Junk wax. I mean, 87 Fleer is not too junky. I mean, I guess it's junk wax. But this isn't cheap. I mean, this was, I don't know. I probably paid $100 for that at least. All right, let's crack this open. I'm putting together part of the reason I like it all. Yeah, exactly. Me too. The person watched just said I like it all. Junk wax? Hey, man, I'm a sucker for junk wax. I mean, I grew up on this stuff. I mean, back in the day, this was it. 87 Fleer, you know? Oh, this is a cello box. That's right. So these are cello packs. So we'll have to go through and see if there's anything on the top or the bottom that's worth not opening up. So again, the left to right on the, yeah, that's pretty sweet, man. Look at this. So who we got in 87 Fleer? Let's go here. We got, of course, Bonds, Larkin, Nomadics. He's in the update set. And some of the stars, you know, Puckett. Let's see here. Bo Jackson, the 87 The 87 Bo Jackson's probably my favorite Bo Jackson card. My favorite Bo Jackson baseball card. The Kevin Mitchell rookie card's worth a little bit. That's 100 and some. Nolan Ryan, the Henderson. So basically it comes down to it if there's any stars in this box. It's getting lots of text messages here. If there's the Will Clark, $70. So let me just go to 130 point here quick before I start ripping into this so I know what I'm dealing with. 1987 Fleer. I just like to cross-reference between PSA because PSA's price guide's a little bit old. Fleer baseball, not basketball. 87 Fleer basketball is a little bit more expensive than what I paid for this. Okay, so we got glossy. I don't want it glossy. Oh, glossy price. Oh, the Jackson's 130. Bonds is up to 325. It's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, well, let's give this a shot. Back this up a little bit. Make sure there's nothing big on the back. Pagliarulo, Eddie Murray on the front. You can already tell that the centering is god-awful. Which is... Oh, man, these packs open up easy. Look at this. 87 cello. It cracks me up, man. All right, let's go. Bo Jackson, Barry Bonds. Any stars that are centered. So I did an 87, box 87 Donruss earlier. Jork, Barry Larkin. Oh, Barry Larkin. Yeah, the Larkin. What did the Larkin recently sell for? Let me just check 130 point here. Clear baseball, Barry Larkin. People forget how good that guy was. And he won a World Series, too, back in 1990. 150 for PSA 10. That's not bad. So you've got really three big hits. You got Jackson. You've got Bonds, of course. And then the thing is this. If Bonds hits the Hall of Fame, his 87 Donruss, 87 Fleer, 86 Update, I should break open a box of 86 Update. I got about 12 of those sitting around. What's this? Mike Easler. I never knew much about Mike Easler. All right, nothing there. Pedro Guerrero. Andre Thornton. All right. Lloyd Mosby. Phil Necro. Look at this guy. Grandpa. Knuckleballer. His rookie card's actually worth some money. I think it's 63 tops. Kelly Gruber. There's the Larkin. Ooh. Ooh. This one looks pretty nice. First of all, it's centered left to right. What do you think? There we go. I don't know, man. It's so hard with PSA. Thanks, Bink. Appreciate it, Bink Scott. Yeah, that's right, brother. I don't know, man. This looks pretty solid. A little bit of this stuff on the back. It's always it's the goddamn chipping at the top on the back. It's the blue. It's usually at the top, sometimes at the bottom. But still, on the front, this looks fantastic. Just the fact that it's centered is half the battle. A 10? Probably not. Solid 8, 9? Yeah, solid 8. Maybe a 9. Depends. Depends on who the grader is. They're so finicky these days. I mean, PSA is spending what? 20 to 30 seconds per card. I mean, they're doing 1 million cards a month. I'll be curious to see what their numbers are when they come out in December for November. But if you're doing 1 million cards, it should be through the backlog, though. I mean, that October data, I think, is still has a little bit of the backlog data in it. Tony Fernandez, Greg Brock. I think we're safe on this. I have to cut this one. All right. Next pack, here we go. So the Larkin, that's good for the first couple. Were we 2 cello packs in? Ernie Camacho. Nice. It's just interesting to see how some of these guys carry over into the early 90s and some of them just disappear. They just fall right off the face of the planet. Like Juan Beniquez. I don't remember him from the early 90s. Herbeck, I do. Terry Jones. Scott Fletcher. Johnny Ray. Not to be confused with Barry Bonds. All right, not a lot there. And that one. Some colors. Cangelosi. Holy cow, man, I forgot about that. Oh, here's the Bonilla. Ah, too bad. Off-centered left to right. Tim Tuffle, Danny Jackson. Dusty Baker. Look at that. World Series champ now. He's been in the league for about 50 years. There's a Mitchell. This one looks pretty good. Again, chipping on the back. That spot right there is probably the killer. I'll put it in the sleeve though. I'm hard pressed to get a 10. People forget he was an MVP. Yeah, maybe a 9. Tough to say. Lefty. Second greatest left-handed pitcher in the history of the game, in my opinion. Warren Spahn being the best. At least that's my feeling. Spahn had 363. He had more wins than Carlton and lost, 3 years to the war? I'm a huge Warren Spahn fan. Love Warren Spahn. What do we got here? Dale Swaim. Jeez. Really thin. Super thin. All right, here we go. My Kingery. There's a Schmidt. That one looks pretty clean on the back. What card number is this? 187. Let's see here. What's the Schmitty? 44. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, comes back as a 9, you've lost your money. But set aside that Schmidt there. Just, I mean, if PSA's prices come down, might be worth it. Altero, Ron Robinson. Former MVPs. AL pitcher's nightmare. I wonder what this is worth. 633. $36. Yeah. Plus there's a little chipping in the back of this one. Right at the top. All right. Randy Bush. So the 87 Fleer wasn't as prominent, at least in my town, as the 87 Donruss was. I mean, you could get your hands on 87 Fleer in my town, but definitely not at the level you could get The 87 Donruss and the 87 Tops. I mean, 87 Tops was everywhere. There's a Clemens, off-centered though. So, and the light blue was really pretty sweet. Mostly Tops and Donruss, yeah, mostly Tops and Donruss in my town. I mean, you could find Tops, gas stations, drugstores, grocery stores. I mean, it was everywhere. Seaver looks pretty nice. Doesn't look like there's much chipping on the back of that one. 45. It's got to be one of Seaver's last cards. He had a hell of a career, and some people say he was the toughest pitcher to go against back in the day. $21. Yeah. Probably not. There's a Boggs. Yeah, you called it on the Barry Larkin. That's a good call. Otis Nixon. I like to use the scissors every once in a while with these cello packs. Sometimes they're packed in pretty tight, so you gotta be a little bit circumspect about how you open them up. Look at that. Off center too. Well, it's two Clemenses. Buddy Biancalana. Good grief. Another Eckersley. Okay. Pankovitz. Strawberry. God, what a wasted career. I mean, he ended up doing okay, but he could have been so damn good. 33 on the Strawberry. Yeah. I can't fuck with that. You can't mess with that. Excuse my language. Can't mess with that. 33 just isn't the... Oh, and it looks like the centering is pretty good left-hand side. Ooh. All right, here we're talking now. All right, so the left to right is good. Everything looks pretty clean on the front. Tiny little nick down there in the bottom right. Right down there. Let's look at the back. A little bit of chipping at the top. So it's going to be pretty tough to get a 10 on this. These cards, just the chipping is just insane. But even as a 9, I think this is a... I think this comeback is a 9. At 10, probably not. Just because of that chipping at the top. But the centering on this, that's 50-50. That's 50-50-50. Yeah. All right. So far, not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all. We haven't even gotten that many packs in. There's a Gwynn. Ah, shoot. Need a Will Clark. Yeah. Yeah, Will Clark. That 87 Will Clark, man. How hot was that card at shows back in the 80s? Back in like 87, 88, Will Clark was like Barry Bonds. Who was Barry Bonds? Barry Bonds was nobody. Will Clark all the way. Will Clark and Mark Grace. Two left-handed first basemen. Will Clark being a guy from down south. I think Will Clark, where'd he go? To Mississippi State? I think he went to Mississippi State, if I'm not mistaken, for college. I'm sorry, I missed your message. I said Clark was didn't see what you said. Sorry. And the thing about this, using your phone, these text messages disappear so fast. That was a hot card. Canseco. Look at his arms. Looks so young. Reggie. What's that in a 10? 84. $16.50. Okay. Nate Snell. Darryl Boston. Youthful Power. Incaviglia. Inky. There's another Incaviglia. Clemens All-Star. I don't know what these are worth, actually. Probably should set that aside. If you don't know, set it aside. There's Joe Necro, brother of Phil Necro, also a knuckleballer. Pitched for the Twins and had the infamous nail file game where he threw the. They came out to check him because they thought he was scuffing the ball, which he was. And as he's emptying his pockets, he just casually throws the nail file out of his back pocket, like, "Oh, what's that?" Freaking hilarious, man. I miss those days in baseball where they just had the, Gaylord Perry putting Vaseline on the ball, and I mean, I'm sure they do a little. Hey, DJ Fred, what's up, man? Oh my goodness, DJ Fred, it's been a minute. Got the Italian Stallion up in the house right now. And DJ Fred, good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm doing a junk wax marathon, DJ Fred. So this is part 2. I did a 2-hour deal earlier today, and now I'm, an hour and 26 minutes into the second round. I must be a glutton for punishment. You guys are gluttons for punishment if you're watching me and listening to me go on and on. No, I got this cool guy on. He seems real cool. He's the one that said, let's do 87 flares, so here we go. Bernansky. That's a Steinbach rookie. He's up in the Twin Cities. He's a nice guy. A lot of people up here have his autograph. The Nolan Ryan. Shoot. 67. That's an $80 card if it's gem mint. And those sell. Yeah, it's been a while, DJ Fred. It's been months probably, huh? I had to take some time off. I didn't do many videos for like almost a month and a half, 2 months. Just was too busy with stuff. Work. Mostly. Family, work. Coaching my son's basketball team, so keeps me busy on the weekends, and we practice 3 nights a week, so. Oh, DJ Fred, here's what we pulled so far. So, earlier, part 1, I opened up a box of 90 Bowman. That was a pretty tough box. A lot of off-centered and miscut cards. Poor quality control on Bowman's part there. Did some more O-Pee-Chee Premier. And did some Top Stadium Club. Pulled the Tux card. Pulled a couple Griffies. This one was the good one. And then tonight, this is where we're at so far. We got the Jackson, Mitchell, the Larkin, 90 tops. Ryan Mattingly is actually a good value on that. Griffies, but neither one is centered. Sosa actually looks pretty good though. Would look great if he went into the Hall of Fame. And then some 87 Donners. I opened up a box of that. I think this Bonds is, well, I don't know, maybe, not sure which of these two is better. Left or right? I say left. I think this is a little bit off left to right and top to bottom. So I think this is the one right there. So, you started a new job? Nice. That's sweet. Oh, and I bought this off of eBay. I paid $40 for this. It's an artist proof. So these 2013 Hoops cards, each box has one artist proof card in it. There's 300 cards in the set. So you'd have to buy 300 boxes on average to get each artist proof card. So this is a 1 in 300 box pull. This is Steph Curry. I've got 2 of these now. And I bought a Giannis one, a rookie, this last week as well. So hoping that has some nice return on it. Return on investment, as they say. All right, back to the wax. Or the cello, I should say, in this case. So he started a new job. That's cool. Great Curry. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, those artist-proof cards from 2013, 14, they're impossible. I mean, you only get one per box, and the boxes are like $500 a box. So, I mean, you pull one out of a box. I mean, the odds of pulling that The 80s tough. Oh yeah, 80s is ridiculous. Yeah, PSA is. I think they grade 80s about as hard as anything. I agree. This is the same pack. Another strawberry. Sutton. Got a nice Sutton, a 1971 Sutton. Krenchicki. I forgot about that guy. Tommy John. He's famous for the surgery. Tommy John surgery. All right, nothing in there. Strawberry, but let's see what we got here. Yeah, DJ Frat, meet Bink. Had a couple different people on this feed in the last hour and a half. Bink's been on for a minute here now. Larry Herndon, he was great in RBI baseball. This guy, Herndon, had some power. Oh yeah, college football, for sure. My son's watching the NBA upstairs. It's in the background, you can hear that. Yeah, are you watching Notre Dame? I'm trying to think if Notre Dame's on. Usually Notre Dame's on at this time of night on the weekends. Although it's not Saturday. Usually it's Saturday Notre Dame is. Charlie Huff, knuckler. Another knuckleballer. Jimmy Key. Jimmy Key had a nice career. Nice lefty. He had a big breaker. Okay, nothing there. Rick Burleson, Bruce Benedict. Florida versus, yeah, the rivalry. I wouldn't be surprised if next year at this time, Deion Sanders is the head coach of Florida State. He's doing some pretty amazing stuff at Jackson State this year. And of course, he played for Florida State, so. Who's winning? Is Florida ahead? Brookins, also a big home run hitter in RBI baseball. RBI baseball, 87 RBI baseball, Nintendo. I'm telling you, it's the Tigers all the way. Definitely the Tigers. Won a lot of RBI baseball games with the Tigers back in the day. Thornton. Already had a Thornton. Nothing there. Oh, what do we got here? Keith Hernandez. Florida up at half. Oh, nice game. Close game. 24-21. I got some friends that are huge Florida fans. I don't know how they became Florida fans up in Wisconsin, but man, they love Florida Gators. All right, let's see what we got in here. Still no bonds. They're actually pretty well centered. They're another Hairston. We just had him. The same pack. It's just amazing how you get the same sequence of cards. Lardello. Nieves. That guy threw a no-hitter. A lot of people don't know that. He threw a no-hitter back in 1987. He had some pretty good stuff. Didn't last long, but travel 167. I don't think that's probably worth very much. Yeah. Jerry Royce, Bruce Sutter. Okay. Hey, Oscar. Oscar. Trying to get my son's attention. So we got the Hawk here on the front. That's one of the classic cards of all time. Look at that. I'm showing the barrel of the bat. Look at his arms. That dude is ripped. Simmons. I'd love to get a copy of his rookie card. He was a Brewer for a while. Gibson, All-American wide receiver at Michigan State. Rob Deere, man, that guy could hit the home runs, deep ball, but he struck out. I think he struck out over 200 times a couple seasons in a row. 300 game winners. That's a cool card. Look at those old Bucks. There's Carlton Fisk. One of the all-time great catchers. George Hendrick. Oh, man, I forgot about George Hendrick. That guy had 259 home runs. That ain't bad. All right, we are about halfway. Almost halfway. So this is we're looking at a 87 Fleer cello box. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, these are all right side up. So we haven't gotten the Bonds yet. We've gotten Jackson. Added a couple people in here. Just got the Bo, Mitchell, and the Larkin from this box. Junk Wax Marathon. Tell you what, I'm going on, 3.5 hours of opening up junk wax today so far. Pretty nice way to spend your Thanksgiving weekend. Opening up junk wax. I did get out today a couple times, so definitely got my kids dinner. Got to take care of the little ones. Ooh, here we go. Now, I wonder what this is worth. That comes back as a 10. I'll bet you that's worth something. Set that aside and look that up later. I'd like to get a Puckett. There's a Molitor. The Igniter. Hit around 3,300 hits. I think his career batting average is over 300, just over 300. Card number 350. His cards really aren't worth a ton. He played a long time. Whoa, 191 in a gem mint? No way. Oh, that's a mistake. Yeah, 27 bucks. Still a great card. Lance Parrish. Oscar. Yeah. Can you turn the Bucks game on? What? Switch it to the Bucks game. Please. My son's upstairs watching some NBA basketball. Another Pankovitz. This is the third strawberry in this box. So, there you go. I've had this pack 3 other times now. That's the third Fernando. Why can't that be Bonds? 3 Bondses. Oh, well. Mike Marshall, Mickey Brantley, Kirk McCaskill. You know, I'm amazed because, you think about how many packs you'd have to buy to get a hit. Strawberry. Yeah, strawberry's nice. Got a few of those. How many packs do you have to buy to, get the hits? I mean, when you open this stuff originally, it's you think you're getting all sorts of hits, right? Am I right in that? It's oh man, this is a great card. Put it in a binder, But then 30 years later, 25 years later, actually this is more than 30. This is, 35 years later, you look at these cards and you think, God, Kevin Seitzer was one of the chase cards back in the day. Yes, he was. That guy hit over 300, I think, one season, if I'm not mistaken. Some of the 320s. He was a good third baseman, and I think... No, he didn't win a World Series. The Royals won the World Series in '85. Yeah, the Seitzer card, because the Seitzer card, is it an error card? Something about that card is funky. Yeah, it's 87 Fleur Seitzer. If we pull one, I'll set it aside if it's centered. All right, put a few of these in the... I don't want this tower to come crashing down on us. So we're halfway through this box. And we got 3 Darryl Strawberries, so it is possible to pull. Seitzer had over 200 hits in '87. Okay. Yeah. That must have been his second year too, because he was a rookie in '86. Chili Davis. Look at his all-time stats. He's one of the better switch hitters. I'd say he's a top 10, 15 switch hitter all time. Chili Davis. He played for the Twins too. Look up his stats. That guy was decent. Yeah, hit from the left and the right-hand side. I don't think he's like Eddie Murray good, but... John Candelaria. Okay, so nothing in that pack. We're at an hour, 102 minutes here. So right around hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half in. I think I went about 2 hours earlier this afternoon. So I got up. I was like, what am I going to do today? I went over to a card shop in Hopkins, Minnesota. I knew they had 20% off on everything. I didn't buy any singles. I just went right to the junk wax section. Pulled out about 6 boxes of junk wax for $125. Came home, opened up 4 boxes of it. And then took a little break, and then went to pick up another 5,000 count box and bought a little more junk wax, bought some 87 Donners. Danny Gladden, he's in the Twins Hall of Fame. He won 2 World Series, Dan Gladden did. 87 and 91, both with the Twins. Get at the top of the order. All right, nothing there. We haven't had a hit in a while. Last thing was that Mattingly, which I wouldn't qualify necessarily as a hit. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we can pull something decent out of this. Son of Sal Bando, or was it brother? I think it might be the son of Sal Bando. Gaetti, Tony Armas. He had 40 home runs one season. What year was that? Yeah, 84. He had 43 home runs. 123 RBIs. Clemens. This is a third Clemens, not a single one centered. And we had this pack already too. Moose Haas. Oh, it looks like the sheet flipped. Saberhagen won a Cy Young in '85. I think he had 24 wins in '85. No, 20 wins. 20 and 6 with a 2.87 ERA. He was the ace of that staff. That Royals staff that won the World Series. That was Brett's one World Series. I'm trying to think who they beat. I think they beat the Cardinals. That was the All-Missouri World Series in '85. The Cardinals won in 82, lost in 85. I think they lost to the Twins in 87 too, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. Don Ass, just kidding, Don Ozzie. Peter Ladd. Doyle Alexander. Let's see here. These are a little chipped on the left-hand side. Plesac, he was a nice save man for the Brewers back in the day. Andujar. On base. That's probably not worth very much. Lonnie Smith. There's the Gooden. God, Gooden was so good back in the day. Ugh. It's just too bad he got into the drugs. I think Gooden was into coke. What is he, Sheffield's uncle or cousin? I think he's Gary Sheffield's uncle or cousin. Gooden. All right. We've got this pack and two more. So we haven't seen this sequence yet. Or maybe we have. There's the Schmidt. We've gotten one Schmidt. Elster. Gary Pettis won a Gold Glove there, it looks like. Ron Renicky. Nothing. What's in the back of this one? Berenguer, Senior Smoke. Excuse me. So we got to be thinking about the next box. What do you guys want to do next? I've got not another time for a little more here. What is it? 8:39. I can probably go another hour. Probably should do something a little less expensive. John Grubb. Alejandro Pena. Mattingly. 104. What is that? One's off-centered, so can't do much about that. 43. Yeah, it's not too bad. Well, let's see here if we get a Bonds. Not looking like it in this pack. Last pack. %, on my phone, so it's all right. It'll be fine. Kruko. Portugal. Tom the Candyman. Candiotti. Excuse me, nickname Candyman. Rick, what was that man wearing? Or no, that's Rick Man. That's Man wearing. Kurt Man wearing. Kurt, what was that man wearing? Not Rick Manning. I don't think we're gonna get the Bonds. All right, there we go. 87 Fleer. So how'd we do? It's gonna be close. I'll tell you that much. The margins on junk wax are not thick. But the risk is low. So it's not like you're in it for hundreds or thousands of dollars. I have bought boxes and cracked open boxes that were a couple grand. I haven't done anything over $2,000. Maybe one box that was like $2,100. 2001 Topps Update Chrome, or Topps Update. But let's see here. We got the Mattingly. Got the Clemens. I really don't know what these cards, these all-star cards, are worth. Looks pretty clean though. All right, so we got that. Got the Schmidt. Froze. Oh, sorry, that was my fault. Video froze. Should be back on now. There's the Schmidt and the Clemens. I'd love to get like some 83 Topps or some like 84 Donruss. You know, some older stuff. That'd be fun. 83 Topps would be a blast. Oh my God. I mean, you got Gwynn, Sandberg, Boggs, Johnny Bench, Reggie Jackson. I mean, all the Nolan Ryan, all the guys from the late 60s are still in that set. I think 83 Topps is a fantastic set. So how do we do so far? This 87. So here's what we did with 87 Fleer. Donnie Ball Game. Bo. Mitchell. Larkin. Schmidt. Prior to that, we did, sorry, Bink, you've seen this a couple times. We did the 90 Topps. Got a little bit out of there. These weren't centered, though. 87 Donruss. Bink, did you see me open up the box of 87 Donruss? If not, I might open up another box of that. I got another one sitting around here. That'd be kind of fun. So that's what we did so far tonight. What do we got in the back? All right, so we can do a little vote on this here. So we can go 87 Donruss for the next box, or we can do we could do some minor league. Saw Bowman earlier. Okay, we could do some minor league cards. I got some minor league boxes from like the early 90s. That's classic stuff. Ah, shit. 87 Donruss. That's a good call. All right, let me just clean up. Or the minors. No, it's 87 Donruss. That's cool. Stick with the 87 theme. I think some of those minor league boxes have like Pedro Martinez and Manny Ramirez and a couple of those guys, but the value is not real high. 87 Donruss, you're looking at multiple hits, just like with the 87 Fleer. All right. Gotta lean back and all right. Here we go. So 87 Donruss. Let me wipe this down here. All right. So these are about, I don't know, 80, 90 bucks. They're not too terribly expensive. I mean, 80, 90 bucks is a lot of money, but not like opening up. I mean, what the 2022 Bowman Chrome, that's retailing. The hobby boxes are what, 300? The jumbo boxes are 600. You know, that's 2022 stuff. That just came out yesterday. I was so tempted to buy some of that, but I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna buy this stuff. You know, the Brewers have a rookie in that group, the 80 to 22 Bowman, but it's just, I don't know, it's too risky for me, and I have just as much fun in opening up a box of 87 Donruss as I would opening up a box of 2022 Chrome. Plus, I know that in 87 Donruss, There's only one Barry Bonds rookie card, not 50 parallels, which I think is going to hurt the value of those cards long term. But that's just me. All right, $87. Here we go. Just finished up some 87 Fleer. Moving on to the $87. So we're looking at Maddox, Bonds, Jackson. I think Maddox is the big card in this group, which is interesting. Oh, here's a Will Clark. Centering. Yeah. Plus it's got wax in the back. I'm gonna pass on that one. Let me go back to $87 here on PSA and see what we're dealing with. I always like to pull up the PSA price guide. So these are condition sensitive cards, the $87, so they're pretty hard to find in 10s. All right, here we go. I'd like to get a George Brett Diamond King. That's about a $70 card. All right. Dale Mahorsick. Larkin rookie. Yes, DJ Fratt. That is correct. Nolan Ryan. Off-centered. So here's a guy, Garvey. Some people really think he should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know what his career WAR was, but I don't know. I remember looking at his stats and thinking, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember how many years he played into the late 80s. And he was a great player. One, maybe two World Series. The Dodgers won the World Series in, was it 81? All right, here we go. This guy, some people think should be in the Hall of Fame. I think he won like a half dozen Gold Gloves. Had a cannon of an arm, Dwight Evans did. Here's the George Brett Diamond King, but look at the centering on that bastard. Terrible. All right. Every once in a while I swear a little bit on this program, but usually on these, it's usually on these long form, not the short form videos, because they actually watch those. I doubt anyone from YouTube's going to watch this video. We're 120 minutes in. Here's an Eric Davis. Well, that's just a sweet card. I mean, that'd be fun just to get that slabbed, just because of the way he looks. Wonder what the value is on that 265. Card 265. Yeah, $30. That one looks pretty good. I'm gonna set that aside. PSA's prices would come down on bulk. I'd consider getting that sort of thing sent in to Got Baseball Cards and potentially subbed. Tanana. All right, so we're gonna do a giveaway. You guys have been you've been watching. DJ Fratt's familiar with this. So you can't look this up on Google. It's Honor System. All right. So whatever's in this pack, all right, keep watching. Whatever's in this pack, you get what's in this pack. The stars. I'm not going to send you the commons. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. Let's see here. Something from 87. Let me think here now. Nah, I can't think of anything. I got to keep going. What if this is a Bonds? I'll kill myself. I'd be crying if there was a Bonds in there. I was going to keep going. I was going to do a giveaway. Sorry about that. I guess, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll do a giveaway on this 1971 Topps Dan Issel in a VG4. All right, so I won't give it what's in the pack, but I'm going to ask a question. In 1987, Who won the American League Cy Young? Come on, man. I can't do a pack, man. I can't. See, look at that. Larkin's in this pack. I'd be crying, DJ Frat. It's not centered. But still, can you imagine if I gave away a pack and it was like a 87 Maddox Gem Mint 10? Oh my God, Maddox is in this pack. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Maddox and Larkin in this pack that I almost gave away. Holy shit. Wow. That would have been unbelievable for whoever would have gotten the answer correct. Instead, you get a Dan Issel 71 tops PG4. Oh my God, that's classic. Well, Maddox is not perfect top to bottom, but still, left to right it looks good. I don't know, might be an 8. That is hilarious. Of all the packs, man, if I'd have given that pack away, I'd be crying right now. No, I wouldn't be crying. Pretty funny though. Unreal. Okay. All right. Haven't seen anybody answer the question yet though, so I guess nobody's at Bonds. Boom. Right there. 87 Donruss. That one looks pretty good, you guys. Let's take a look. Yeah, that one looks pretty badass. Back looks good. That's what they call pack fresh. Okay, so let's put this in the sleeve. Carefully. Bell and Dawson were MVPs. Yes, they were. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good, DJ Frat. Can't remember Cy Young winners. Yeah, it was Frank Viola. Yep, 87 was Frank Viola. Trying to think who was 86. I can't remember 86. All right, so let me put these other two in sleeves too. Oh my gosh. If I'd given away either of those two packs, yeah, that's pretty risky to do that with this sort of thing. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Makes it definitely more fun to have people texting and interacting a little bit. That to me is the most fun. It's interacting with people. Oh, put the Davis in there too. Yep, that's the fun of doing this, is having people text and knowing people are watching and goofing off a little bit, cursing a little bit. So here's what we got out of this box so far. Let's put this up here. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs in. We're not doing too bad so far. All right. Gotta finish going through this pack here. There's a Greenwell. He was nice, man. He was a nice player. I don't know what happened to him though. Injuries or what. But he petered out. Same thing happened to Mo Vaughn. Oh, DJ Fred. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. This is that's the 56 mantle I've gotten, a 7.5. Yeah, I saw this ad and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have the mantle be the card mat. You know, most people do their business or their logo or whatever. So yeah, thanks DJ Fred. Yeah, it was fun to get that. I should have gotten it a long time ago. Oh, Viola's 88, so disqualified. All right. Oh, Rocket was 87? I thought Viola was 87. Okay. Well, I stand corrected then. That's my bad. But Clemens wasn't Clemens 86? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Well, it sounds like you did look it up, so it's got to be right. Wait a second. 2 Tony Fernandez is in the same pack. Tony Fernandez. 2 Marvin Freeman's in the same pack. What in the... 2... Are you kidding me? Can you imagine if that was Bonds? Or Bo Jackson? We'd be having a party. Oh, he was the 87 World Series MVP. That's right. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's right. I was wrong. God, he killed it for the Twins back in 87, though. Man, Frankie Sweet Music. Strawberry. The Candyman. The Colby. The Wizard of Oz. His rookie card is the 79 Topps card, and it is one of the most difficult cards to find centered, I think, of all time. Yeah, it is damn near impossible to find that 79 Smith. I mean, if you find it in an 8, you're doing really good. And then anything from the 77 Topps set, 77 is notorious for having just very poor quality for the printing. Yeah, the 79 Smith, I've never even seen a 10. Like, I don't know anybody that's got one. Steve Garvey. Another Maddox. What in the world is going on? Little chip up there. Damn. Pretty centered, though. If it weren't for that chip, we'd be doing pretty good. Wow, this is a pretty productive box. This is one of the more productive boxes I've had in a while. Yes, Bink, no doubt. I mean, I opened up an 89 Donruss box and didn't get one. I've opened up 4 89 Donruss boxes in the last couple weeks and haven't gotten a Griffey in any of them. So, I don't know. That's a sweet box. You're right, Bink. Well, how are we doing so far? We've got 2 of the Maddox, and see if we can get another Bonds or a Bo Jackson. That's just the way it goes. I mean, you think about it, some of the common players you get, I mean, how many 1989 Ricky Jordans have you gotten? I had about 1,000 of those. Or Alex Sanchez. Al Newman, he was also a Twin. Ollie Joyner. This one looks pretty sweet. Number 2. I think these Diamond King cards are pretty sweet cards. Yeah, 1850. Still, though, that looks like it's a nice shape. Murphy. He's on the ballot again this year. Don't know if he's going to make it, though. David Cohn? I did not. Should I be looking for David Cohn? Why do you ask about David Cohn? Maybe it's an error card? Don't know. I mean, I've got the other box opened up over here. I don't think I've seen a Cohn yet. Let me know, and I'll take a look again. I can go back and look. Gotten a few of these cards. Bruce Fields. There's a Henderson. Again, left to right. Always left to right with Henderson. 228. $73 for the Henderson. Damn, it's not centered though. Yeah, set it out there just in case. You want me to look for David Cohn? I'll go through these quick. He's not in that group. I think Cohn threw a no-hitter, if I'm not mistaken, when he was with the Yankees, right? I'm not seeing them in here. I don't think I've seen a cone. Let's go here. So we're looking, just going back and looking for perfect. Oh, perfect game. Yes, it was a perfect game. Was it with the Yankees? I think it was with the Yankees. That's right. Oops. I don't think I see, and I have to go back into the other stack in the 500 count box to see if it's in there. Are you looking for a cone? Do you want one, or I can give you one? You want one? Yep. Okay, I'll probably get one. You have to give me your address, which is easy. All right, next pack. So far, this is a great box. Trammell. Dempsey. Santiago. He was a nice catcher. He had a great arm. Robin Yount. Two-time MVP. The kid. MVP in 82, and MVP in 89. At one time, people thought that he might catch Pete Rose for all-time hits. But didn't play quite long enough, and kind of, as he got into the 90s, his bat speed slowed down quite a bit. Wasn't able to get the barrel of the bat around. Yep, Yankees have a few. Okay, yeah, if I pull out a cone, I'll set it aside for you. No doubt. Yeah, if anybody else has anything that's want me to set aside a card for you, let me know. Happy to do that. All right. King Kong. That guy hit a lot of home runs a couple seasons. Hey, 442 home runs. I don't know. Is he in the Hall? Kingman? I know one year he was traded midway through the season. I think he led the league in home runs. So we're doing a junk wax marathon here. I don't know that this 87 is junk wax. It's got to be junk wax. Maybe not. No, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. Kingman, I don't know, you had 450 to 500 home runs. I mean, you had 400 home runs. It's kind of like automatic back in the day. Sutton, Freddie Lynn. I mean, Mel Ott had 400 home runs. He's in the Hall of Fame. I'd like to see Dick Allen get in the Hall of Fame. Richie Allen, some people call him. Steve Sachs. I know the guy that backed this guy up back in the 80s. Joe Vavra used to be the hitting coach for the Twins. Joe's a great guy. Played at Stout, Wisconsin Stout. It was a college in my hometown. Craig Swindell. All right. Mel Ott. Oh, Mel Ott hit 500. Did he hit right? Did he hit exactly 500? I thought it was 400. You're probably right. I'm sure you're right. You're looking it up. I thought there was someone who just hit exactly 400 home runs. I thought that was Ott, but I didn't know Ott hit 500 home runs. Wow, that's impressive, especially back then. Let me look it up. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I want to say Ott just landed right on 400, but I could be recalling that. Nothing there. 511 for hot. Yeah, there you go. You're right. You're right. It was 511. I stand corrected again. J Tibbs, 511. Yeah, so he should be in the hall. There's a lefty. I sold a rookie card of his earlier this month, or at the end of last month. Saw him pitch a shutout in '84 at Wrigley Field. Mike Schmidt hit a grand slam, and he pitched a complete game shutout. All right. Keep on going here. Got a Roberto Clemente. Oh, froze. Every time the screen says it's low battery, the feed freezes. Yeah, it's back on, I think. I'm gonna have to stop after this box because I think my phone is gonna die. Well, this has been fun. I'm glad we did this. And I've had as many as 5-6 people watching. Hardcore junk waxers. Die hard. Bank, you've been on longest, for sure. Be nice to get one more hit out of this box. I think we're about halfway done. Yeah, odd hit 511. That sounds right. I was wrong. Somebody hit 400 exactly, though. That's in the Hall of Fame. God, I can't remember who that is, though. You'd think, though, you get 400 home runs, you're in the Hall automatically. It's a Greenwell. Ray Chadwick. I don't remember him. Sandberg, top to bottom. Let's keep going. We're just plowing ahead here. John Gibbons. Man, I do not remember him. No memory of him whatsoever. You know, most of these guys you can be like, yeah, I remember him. You know, but sometimes you run into a player, it's like, geez, don't even remember even seeing that card. There's the cone. Want me to set that aside? It's top to bottom, not great. Let me know. I'll put it over here. There's a Pete Rose, top to bottom. And we are down to our last 10 packs. Mr. Winfield. I lost my PSA feed. Doc Gooden. Paul Ossenmacher. Nope, nothing there. Oh, I guess we've actually got another row underneath there. Haven't seen a Bo Jackson. Jack Clark. Nothing. It's okay, just enjoying the break. Oh, right on. Yeah, no, if you want that, man, just let me know. You can find me on Facebook, Leataua, Leiataua, John Peterson. And just send me a text, or not a text, but a message, Facebook Messenger. I'll send you that and a couple others. There's a Clemens, dinged up there, though. You can never do anything about that kind of a ding. I don't even know what that's called. Yeah, send me an instant message. I'll send it off to you with your email, or not email, but your home address. I'll send you a few different things. You've been hanging out for quite a while here, Bink, and happy to send you some stuff. Lord knows I got plenty of it sitting around. Here's the Gwyn. Yeah, that one's dinged up on the bottom and off-centered. All right. Got about 6 left. I'm gonna go watch the Bucks and then go pick my daughter up. There's another cone. Lloyd Mosby. Another rose. Got about 3 or 4 of those roses, and none of them have been centered. Yeah, I'll be real curious to see what PSA does with some of these 87 Donruss cards. Super strict on grading 80s cards. You're right. Oh, another Larkin. Not centered, top to bottom, but still a nice little hit. End of the box. All right, we got 4 left. I've had my junk wax fix for a minute. That one looks pretty decent. Angel Salazar. How long have I been collecting? My first year collecting baseball was 81. So I'm 48, so that would have been 7. And I only bought a few packs. I mean, probably maybe 10, 12 packs of 81. I mean, maybe a little bit more than that. But then 82, I really started collecting. So 81, I tell people 81. So I've been collecting about 40 years or so. Oh, you too? Right on. Baseball, basketball, football, all of the above. Or hockey. Maybe you're into hockey. I've been mostly baseball. I mean, I've got football. 51 started at 10. Oh, there you go. So started at 10. You're 51. So you're 4 years older than, no, you're 3 years older than me. So you're born in 71. So you would have started in 81 too. Yeah. Just baseball. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, definitely let me know. Oops. Kind of got a little crooked there for a second. Dabbled in basketball in the early 90s. Yeah, it's some fun basketball out of the 90s. Definitely. Clemens. Another little ding up there at the top. Look at that. All right, that can be fixed. Yeah, you can never fix those. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Yeah, Leotawa John on Facebook or TE2 Edge Sports Cards. You can find me, or TE2 Consulting and Edge Sports Cards, I think. But send me a message and I'll send you those cones and a couple other things. Just gotta let me know what's your favorite team, who's your favorite players. I do need to know that. I don't send you some random stuff. All right, coming down to the last ones. Sierra, okay. Langston's the last card. All right, well, how did we do with this box? I think pretty dang well. We got 2 Maddoxes. This one's better centered, but it's got that little nick up at the top, which is too bad, which will bring it down. Got the Bonds. Bonds looks pretty darn clean. Maybe a little bit left to right, but overall, not bad. Larkin top to bottom. And the Davis looks pretty good too. All right. Thanks for hanging in there, Bink. I appreciate it. We're at 146 minutes, so we're over 2 hours. Take care. Peace out.